Today is a very exciting and kind of sad at the same time day because I got my new Blundstones. We're gonna do an unboxing here. See if I can get in. That didn't work. Here they are. Got style 584. It's their Chelsea Classic, but in thermal. So it's got extra lining inside for people that have ice paws like myself, or if you are in cold climates. And they are 100% waterproof, which is amazing. This is actually my second pair of the exact same boot. I got my first pair 3 years ago, so you can see a comparison. A little bit of worn, color change, but really this is the best boot of all time. I have worn these in every single climate, every single terrain, every single type of weather, whether it was the city streets of DC to the waterfalls of Oregon. They've been in snow, in sleet, in rain, in mud, in sand, in the ocean, in the desert, and every imaginable possible circumstance, and my feet have always stayed completely warm, completely dry. They're completely waterproof. For someone that has seriously freezing feet in July in a warm climate, I've worn these in snow in Mount Rainier when it was 20 degrees outside and my feet were toasty warm, which for me, that's actually kind of a miracle. And the biggest thing is I didn't have to break them in at all. From the second they went on my foot, they were comfortable. I know some people said with Blundstones that there's a little bit of heel rubbing. I guess it just depends on your foot shape. But for me, they were immediately comfortable. And a little bit of my foot history, I used to be a dancer, so I've had a million sprained ankles and nerve damage in my toes from crazy high heels and plantar fasciitis and mystery pains, I don't even know what they were, and a broken foot that was never put in a cast. So literally every shoe ever hurts my foot, except for these. They truly are a magical boot, and they're beautiful. You can wear it to dinner, you can wear it if you're shoveling snow, you can wear it if you're hiking, you can wear it if you're going to a business meeting. Literally every occasion, it's the perfect minimalist shoe. And the only reason I had to get a second pair is, if you can see up close, it's kind of gnarly. And on this one here, the right one, there's actually a hole. And the only reason that happened is I work as a bartender and I made the mistake of transitioning these to my work shoe because my feet were always in pain from crappy other shoes. And pain went away, but unfortunately these are the one thing I would not recommend is if you're a bartender, don't ruin your beautiful shoes because all the juice acids just basically ripped through it. But you can see on the rest of the boot, the quality is phenomenal. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of heel wearing, but I don't feel that. I've worn these every single day for 3.5 years. I've hiked hundreds of miles, wear them for 8 hours in a day, 10 hours in a day, drive in them, walk in them, hills, flat concrete or bumpy terrain, and my feet are comfortable and warm and dry. Literally zero pain by the end of the day, and none of that like claustrophobic boot feeling where your feet need to be like, get me out of the boot. Like, it's seriously a magical unicorn shoe and perfect minimalist boot, because when I travel, if it's in the summer, I'll bring these and a pair of sandals, and if it's in the winter, it's only these, because you can literally wear them for everything and your feet are protected, they're warm, they're dry, they're comfortable. It's the perfect boot. So if I had not worn these behind the bar and destroyed them, which I'm still kind of mad at myself about, honestly, they probably would have lasted, like, I could say 10 years. These new ones, beauties here. Really gonna take care of them. And honestly, I didn't do much upkeep for the other ones. Had I not, again, destroyed them with disgusting bar juices, they probably would have lasted a decade. So it's 2024, new year. I'm gonna see how long these ones last. I didn't even spray them. You can get like protective things to put on them. I'm lazy, I didn't do that. they hold up without it. I have hiked in there's this amazing hike on the coast of Oregon. If you're ever driving the 101, definitely stop at Natural Bridges. I'll put some pictures here. But it was like the first sunny day in months, and so I went down there and it had stopped raining for a little bit and the sun came out, which was amazing, but there was like 4 or 5 inches of mud on the trail, and by the time I got off, these things, the boots were unrecognizable. They were like zombie boots caked in mud, and just rinsed them off and the boot was fine. Deep snow, I've had ocean tides rush over them, nothing destroys them except bar juices. So go out and get this boot. That's the moral of the story. Whether you're a minimalist or you live in the snow or you're an avid hiker or you just want a classic comfortable boot that's gonna keep your foot really protected and comfortable, I cannot recommend this boot enough. This is definitely my for lifer. I did try out Doc Martens a couple years ago. They're a great boot. I think it just depends on the shape of your foot. They gave me more nerve damage in my toes. The toe box just did not work for me. The heel always slipped on one side. These are like my hoof. They feel like an extension of me. So obviously not sponsored, but hey, Blundstones, if you need a little ambassador, I'm your lady. But I'm just so passionate about this boot. They are the perfect boot. Blundstones. They've got lots of models, by the way. If you don't have ice paw syndrome and you don't need thermals, they make regular ones. Some people have even said it's like too warm for their foot. I, even with a thermal lining, have worn these in the summer, year round. It doesn't bother me. I just wear a thinner sock. But great company, been around since the 1800s, immaculate quality, beautiful boot, Blundstones. Go get them. And I actually love them so much. With my other pair that I'm going to have to donate to Salvation Army, I did like a little ceremony last night on the beach, gave them their last sort of outing before they get put down. And I legitimately got emotional because these boots have changed my life so much. So that's it. Go get your Blundstones. They're amazing. Bye.
Farewell, old friends.